Well, hey there. Y'all, I just got back from making another trip in the far end of town and beyond. I'll tell you about it later, but on my way back, I stopped at this restaurant that I used to go to a long time ago, but it's been a really long time since I've gone there to get this. And I'm hoping it's going to be good. It looks a little probably spicier than what I used to get. I maybe should have told them to not make it spicy, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. It's called, and I may not be saying this right, tom kha gai is what this is, and it is so good. And this restaurant that makes this is the only one that makes it good. I've had it from other restaurants. Nobody makes it like this place does. And most of the time when I go by there, they're not even open. And I actually went past it thinking, I don't think they're open. But then I thought, well, wait a minute, I think I saw a light on. And I was surprised that they actually were open. So I'm getting ready to have this. And then I'll come back in a little while and tell you about my day. Well, hey there again. Y'all, if you're seeing this and you were at my live stream, I'm sorry I didn't see your messages. Oh, God. No messages were coming up in my live stream at the end when I was saying that I was just going to go because I didn't think anybody was there. I kept talking and I kept waiting for some kind of a response and I didn't see one. And so I thought, well, maybe everybody left. And so, so I signed out and I'm so sorry because I didn't realize it. But thank you, Green Rose, for letting me know in a comment of my, I guess, last video or whatever, that you guys were trying to send me messages saying, no, fix the food. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I would have totally done that. I really would have. I already fixed it. I was going to make it after I did this. I was way too hungry. I was like, no, I'm going to eat first and then I'll do the rest of my vlog for the day. And I hope the fan's not blowing in the microphone. If it is, I'm sorry. I am sweating like crazy, but I don't want to turn the air on because I did have it on all day after that air repair guy was here or whatever. So, anyway, so yeah, I had it. I ate my sandwich. Poppy's going after that bug that was flying around during the live stream. He's found it. I hope it just stays on the floor, though, because he's got it down on the floor. Anyway, I was going to just tell y'all about my day. Now, the people that were at the live stream, they've heard some of this. Not everybody was there for all of it. So, you know, this still may be new to you. But anyway, so yeah, this morning I went out to, you know, do my yard work stuff that I do. And went out to also clean my fan because my fan was starting to get a lot of lint and stuff in it, you know. Dust and crap was building up. So I went and took that out and cleaned it and brought it back in. And I had put up my umbrella because there was no breeze or anything, but I had put it down yesterday because we got another storm and, you know, late in the day. And so there was a lot of wind and stuff. So I put it down and tied it up, you know. But this morning there was nothing. So I put the umbrella up so it would shade my little plants that I have hanging on my fence wall. Well, after I had finished cleaning the fan, the air conditioner guy showed up. I didn't know he was coming today. I had talked to my landlady days ago about, you know, having the thing cleaned and serviced. Because it was starting to get to where it's like the air was still kind of cool, but I could tell that it was probably starting to run out of Freon or whatever it is that they use, you know, to make it cold. So, you know, she had said that they would come, you know, when they had the time, because they were here working on hers and the bungalow next door, but they didn't have time to do mine. So anyway, so the guy showed up and I was like, okay, cool. So he's in here doing his thing, you know, and he was kind of taking parts out to clean it outside and whatever. And I was sitting in here and I turned and I looked out the window and I'm like, oh my God, my umbrella's gone. It was like totally not there. I was like, oh crap. So I'm like running out the back door and I could see it laying upside down in the yard area, you know, in the place next door. And my plant that I hang on the inside of the umbrella that hangs down on the post, it was luckily still attached to the umbrella. I was like, oh, thank God. So anyway, I'm running around over there to go get this umbrella. And when I got around the corner and I saw it, I'm like, oh no. It had 2 big rips in it. I was like, crap. So I brought it home. Excuse me. And I actually ended up, I duct taped the holes that were there. But I'm like looking at this thing just going, this is not going to be good. It's really not. And the material, ever since it was brand new, has always been a kind of thin material. Even though it's made to be out in the sun and whatever, it was very thin. And now that it's been in the sun for like 2 months, I've only had it for like 2 months, it was really brittle. So it's like when I went to go try to put the tape on, and I would like just barely move the tape a little bit, it would rip more. I mean, this thing was just like ripping really easily. And I was like, oh, great. So I came in here, I started looking on Lazada, and I was going to just order another one just like it. But they were sold out. So I kept looking and looking, and no one had that color that I wanted. And I was just like, oh, freaking great. So after the guy was done with the air conditioner, I decided, okay, I'm going to just go into town because there's one of these places that's similar to the places I call the thrift shop, that I had seen some umbrellas similar to this, you know, a long time ago when I was looking before. I didn't think they'd much have the color that I wanted, but I thought, you know, I'll go look and see. So anyway, I rode my bike, and this was like midday when it was like the hottest part of the day out there. So I'm sunburned. I don't care though. I mean, I enjoyed it. So I went all the way down into town, and I actually went further. I went to go see if that girl was there at the 5-star chicken place that's now down there that used to be up here. They were closed again, so that's twice now that I've gone all the way down there. Couldn't get my dang chicken. But anyway, after I was done doing a few things down there, I stopped at that place to look about the umbrellas. And I had looked at some other places as well. Nobody had anything that I wanted. And that place did have one that was a really pretty color. And I would have gotten it, but the thing was gigantic. I have no idea how big this was, but when the girl opened it up, I was like, oh my God, this thing would not fit out here. And there's no way I could have taken it back on the bicycle. So it's just like, no, that's not going to work. So anyway, after I got back home, oh, and I also got the food that you saw in the first part of this video. I got that food, which, by the way, I was very disappointed. Haven't had it in ages, and that is the only place that I ever like to order that from, because they're the only ones that make it just phenomenal. It is so good. This is the first place I ever had that dish, was from that place. And no one that I have tried it in other places, nobody makes it like they do, and that's where I like to get it. So I was so excited to have it. But even with all that stuff that was in it, which I think you could see there was like a whole bunch of stuff in it, it had like almost no flavor whatsoever. It tasted almost like nothing at all. So it was very disappointing, not very satisfying. Anyway, after I was done with all that, I started looking around on Lazada some more, trying to see if I could find something. I actually found this one umbrella that was really pretty, and it would have gone perfectly out there. The colors and everything would have been absolutely perfect, and it was the right size. But the problem is, it's made out of that same exact material that this other one is made out of. And I kept thinking, you know, if this one has gotten this brittle in like 2 months' time, this one's going to do the same. If I get this one, it's going to do the same thing, and I'm going to have to replace it in a couple of months. Which, you know, it's like, if I have to keep doing that every couple of months, then I'm going to spend a whole lot of money on umbrellas, you know. So I kept looking and looking, and I found one that was a lot more expensive. But hopefully it's the color that I want. But it's made out of a waterproof canvas material, which is more durable. It's the kind that the vendors use. You know, when you go out and you see all these vendors on the side of the road or at the markets and stuff, and they have the ones that use the umbrellas, this is the kind that they use. It's a very, you know, it's like a heavy duty kind of material. So it was a lot more expensive, but I was like, I'm just, you know, it would make more sense to just go ahead and spend a little bit more, quite a bit more, but get something that's going to be a more quality thing, and then hopefully it'll last a little bit longer. So I decided to go ahead and order it. And I swear it wasn't 5 minutes after I ordered it, I went back to go check the order again because I wanted to check the amount, you know, just to make sure of the amount because I pay cash on delivery. They had already packed it. And I thought, well, sometimes they do that. You know, sometimes they'll say it's packed, but it's not really. But it actually had a tracking number, and I was like, oh, and it's flash, so it's probably not going to be here tomorrow. But I was like, well, that's cool. And then I went to go take my shower and start getting ready for my live stream because I only had a couple hours before the live stream was supposed to start. I came back and looked at it again. It had already been shipped. They've already shipped it. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm hoping that maybe by Sunday it'll get here because I'm really excited about getting it. I hope it's going to be the one that I ordered. Because you know that goes. Sometimes they send the wrong one. Sorry if this is bouncing around. I'm trying to hold this thing up. My arm's getting tired. Ooh. So I'm hoping that it's going to be the color I want and everything, and it'll be as nice as it should be. I mean, you know, from the pictures, it looks like it is definitely, you know, better quality. So, but I'm looking forward to it. But I wish I would have seen when that umbrella took off in flight. I bet that was hilarious. I bet it was so funny. I don't know if anybody saw it, but that was just bizarre. When I looked out the window, I'm like, my umbrella's not there. Oh, crap. So, I'm like dashing out the door, and it was just like crazy. But anyway, so hopefully I'll have a better one when this new one comes. Excuse me. But I guess I'm going to go because I was talking a lot in my live stream. Thank you if you're watching this and you were there. Again, I'm sorry that I did not see your messages at the end. I don't know what happened. So I'm sorry about that. So anyway, okay, I accidentally cut myself off. I was about to say that I'm getting ready to go outside and see if I can rehome this cricket. Every now and then I get this dang cricket, this one lone cricket out there that just makes this long, annoying sound that drives me insane. Because I have misophonia really bad. I mean, certain things I just can't stand the sound of. And whenever possible, I go out there and I try to find it. I put it in a jar, and then I walk way down the street and toss him in the jungle so that he can be rehomed somewhere else to make that loud noise. So I'm getting ready to go do that. But anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day, wonderful Friday, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you later.